the sky is a perfect clock, right? It's spin the sun is the hour hand of the clock. It's normally attached to the hour hand, but they have us in daylight savings time right now, so they're telling us the time is an hour later than it really is. But wherever the sun is, it's noon. The sun laps the moon once every 28 days. If I speed it up, you'll see that the sun starts catching up to the moon. The moon is waning, and so the moon keeps track of the weeks and the months. Did you know that there used to be 13 months of 28 days?
Right.
But they hijacked our calendar and changed it to 12 months of 28 to 31 days.
Well, the Geneva Bible talks about in the during the Passover in the second week of the first month, which indicates that March would have been the first month. So we had a 10-month calendar then.
Before we go
Very
forward,
good. We agree on that. So right now there's a new moon. The sun is going to lap the moon, and then you'll start seeing a waxing crescent appearing from behind the moon. So there's the sun getting away. So the sun laps the moon once every 28 days, right? I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to turn on the stars. The stars spin in fixed positions. Remember that, because I'm going to show you something which is going to make this impossible. And right now the sun is in this zodiac, and the stars will lap the sun only once a year. It's going slightly faster. So the sun will hang out in this zodiac. In a month, it'll be in this zodiac. In another month, it'll be here, which is Cancer. It'll stay there for a month. And a year later, we'll be back to where we are right now. So this is how seasons work. So this inner yellow line is the Tropic of Cancer, and the outer yellow line is the Tropic of Capricorn. Right now, the sun is inside of the red line, which is the equator. So the north is having its spring right now. If I jump the sun forward to June, the sun is over the Tropic of Cancer. Okay? It's over the Tropic of Cancer. That's when we have the height of our summer. So when the sun comes around, you can see my mouse.
Yeah,
it goes right over here. What's that?
No, I could see that. Yeah, that's what I said.
So the sun, when it comes around, it'll be right here where my mouse is. It'll be right over Miami. That's why it's so hot in Miami in June and July, because the sun is directly over them. When it's over you, it's high in the sky. Okay?
Right.
It's high in the sky. Well, Australia is having their winter at the same time because the sun is farther away and lower in the sky. Dave, if you had two airplanes, one of them was right over your head at 10,000 feet, and one of them was 50 miles to the south, same height, paralleling that plane. The one to the south is lower in the sky. It's farther away. That's your winter sun. The airplane over your head is your summer sun. Hang on.
No,
so
I
look,
get you.
Australia is having their winter. 6 months later, the sun migrates out to the Tropic of Capricorn, and Australia is having its summer because the sun is high in the sky. It's close to it. It's over their head. We're having our winter because when the sun comes around, it's all the way out south in the outer southern plain. That's how seasons happen, because seasons make zero sense on a spinning ball Earth. Because if the tilt of the Earth was just spreading out the sunlight, then at sunrise every day of the year, it would be freezing.
13 times 28 days equals 364. There are 13 months or months in a year. There are 52 weeks per year. 7 days per week. 52 times 7 equals 364. In Gematria, 365 equals 360, which is a full circle, 360 degrees, a pi. There is no 2400 hours on a military clock. We live on a perfect clock. You do not say 2400 hours. When you reach 2400 hours, it starts 0. You go one loop, and then there is one day. This is the same thing that happens on a flat earth. It is an exact clock. There is no need for a leap year. Set the first day to 0. 365th day, like the 24th hour, will be 0. The Gregorian calendar was a reform of the Julian calendar. It was instituted by Papal Bull. And what Papal Bull is when a bunch of priests, magicians, get around and they write something down and they say some words over it and nobody disputes it. Let it be written, so let it be done. Now, Pope Gregory the 13th, he was not the 201st Pope, but Pope Gregory the 11th was the 11th man to carry the Gregory name. This is the Gregorian calendar. And Pope Gregory the 11th was the 201st Pope. So a Pope Gregory was the 201st Pope, for the record. And we know what 201 means. They changed the calendar. They added a leap year. The moon landing took place during Cancer in 1969, the constellation of Cancer. It looks like a 69. And in 1969 was a, quote, leap year. And they mocked us. It was the 201st day of the year in a leap year, where, if you remember the fake moon landing, one giant leap for mankind. It's mockery. They're laughing at us for believing that we're on a spinning ball. They're educating people and funding them to just be parrots, bookworms,